was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway in Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. On first down, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Now he'll escape. Herbert has it knocked free, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Play action. It's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Gets through, and now an opening. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 61 yards. And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this is now a 1-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Chargers.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time.
Stephon Diggs! And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain, a nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Allen off the play fake. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! Devin Singletary. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Herbert has it knocked free. Now this is picked up by the Bills. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Here's Allen. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Allen now looks to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Devin Singletary. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And Diggs has it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. It's complete to Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Jared Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. They'll look to throw. Herbert has it knocked free.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Here's Allen on first and 10. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. To the air, Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they needed to.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, complete. Diggs with a good footwork. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 74 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Herbert throwing again. Open man is Palmer. Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 remaining on second down. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. Touchdown! Josh Palmer from 17 yards out. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Throwing now is Allen. And now here's another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Going deep here for Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Herbert off of play action. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big game that time for the Chargers. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. To the air again, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. The quick slant caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're doing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.